Wait. Look for his belongings. You will. Wandering everything. My wandering Tamriel to spread the good word of Peryite, along with various ailments. To show the people the sickening power of Peryite and bring more fun.
Periite. Blade!
Did you find...
Did you find proof that Periite caused the flu in Orcrest? I'll meet you outside of the city. Periite willing, we'll catch the flu on the way.
We're ready. Let's get out of the city before... Let's go! We can talk when we're outside of the city walls.
Light it!
not let yesterday take up too much of today. This one is not superstitious. That brings bad luck. Khajiit's family died when the plague spread through centuries. You will give Khajiit some moonshine. Yes.
They swore as if the meat of sheepskins is tasty.
Gold may be the root, but we all need roots. You will give Khajiit some moonshine. Yes.
Shake it off! You can do it!
I'm back. Where to now? moving! there! Sheath your weapons. The battle is won. Clear your mind and break the spell! Fight? Good.
Easier than I kept.
Be forgotten. Everything you've got.
Our hero arrives. We owe you our lives, friend. More importantly, you've done a great service. Thank you for helping me escape Orcrest. I don't think Filbert could have found more followers. I'll use the accounts of the flu you found to make non-believers think Peryite was responsible for the flu in Orcrest. People really respect Daedric princes who can decimate an entire populace. Do you believe in the power of Peryite? Fantastic! Let me know when you're ready to become an official... Let me know...
To rest on your laurels. I admire that. hit the trail.
Today,
What an...
there are many you.
Quality wares. Buying and selling.
Looking. You have more shinies than you...
witness my brilliance? Very well.
Divines protect you, just as you, a fellow wanderer on the path. Greetings, I'm Vastari. If you plan to explore the Ashen Scar, I'd advise yes, maybe you. I'm glad to have your company. As I said, something about it's the site and that's the hope, yes. Right, forgive me. A simple name is hardly sufficient introduction given the circumstances. As I said, my name is Vastari. I'm a mage and loyal. The very same. I find that title rather coarse, but ultimately, title... Love. With Azura, everything begins with love. A love that is fierce, possessive. Yes, though not... I always hate... Excellent. The Hidden Moon Temple stands at the very center of the Ashen Scar. The adepts who lived there vanished centuries ago, but the air still crackles with arcane energy, necromantic energy. But there's more. A malice that... By Azura, that sound! Wait! My friend, wait! Forgive me. I didn't expect to face such resistance. Yes, and no. It felt as though I was struck blind and deaf, save for the sound of a beating heart. I think something tried to drive me back, then relented and tried to claim me instead. Oh, there's an intention to it, a greed and a hunger. You seem unaffected. Good. I can't go any farther, not until I understand the nature of this event. Take these descrying stones and place them throughout the canyon. They'll allow me to perceive this threat from a distance. The 3 stones act in concert, so be sure to place them in a broad pattern that encompasses the whole area. Now, no, not at all. Truth be told, necromancy is my primary area of expertise. The study of souls, to be more specific. I trust that won't be a problem. So you are. I only hope that you're using your skills for the betterment of Tamriel. Necromancy often makes a meal of less disciplined mages. It's a school fraught with temptations. Of course, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. An experiment of mine. Expended soul gems reinfused with the smallest trace of my own spiritual essence. They allow me to... Well, for one thing, they'll allow me to conduct my... Perhaps. The corruption here is just suffocating. Like a dark fog rising from below, bidding the dead to serve. Excellent. My sight grows clearer. I see a maze of catacombs below. Undead rise there too. And something else. Good. I sense, yes, some kind of wards infused into the architecture, though weakened by the march of time. Someone tried to prevent this. There's a concentration of dark energy in the exposed tomb at the center of the scar. Meet me there. The orb! Destroy it, quickly!
Your pathetic magics are useless here, Witch of Azura. Flee while you can. The hour of my return has come.
Thank you for acting quickly, friend. The situation appears much worse than I thought. The being you just encountered, it was the shade of a dark lich, an undead Khajiit possessing unimaginable power. You just shattered one of his phylacteries. A focus, like an arcane vessel or container. Think of the stones I gave you earlier. Those contain a sliver of my essence, but nothing of what makes me who I am. Phylacteries contain much larger fragments of the soul, powerful but dangerous tools. You destroyed one, yes, and the shade simply taunted us. There must be others. If we're to have any hope of stopping this lich, we'll have to find and destroy all of them. A daunting prospect. They're probably well hidden. I admire your optimism, unfounded though it may be. Did you notice the body near the orb? He met his end recently. I intend to find out what he knows. Place this stone in the center of the room. It should ease the summoning process. No, nothing so complicated. I mean only to open the door for his spirit to speak to us. An invitation to converse. Nothing more. He may appear, he may not. But I think he'll want us to know what he learned, for vengeance sake, if nothing else. That's within my power, yes. But I never coerce mortal souls. That path leads to avarice and horror. No, thank you. Azura teaches that a thing is only valuable if it's given freely. Truth extracted like a rotten tooth is just an accurate lie. It will amplify my senses, just like before. Finding one soul among millions, it will take all my concentration to maintain the ritual, so the questioning falls to you. I ask only that you proceed quickly. As I said before, an open door to spirit realm can draw unwelcome attention, so be concise, all right? Stand back. Mithralas delanfinal guaridanere.
Where You must listen!
Speak with him, quickly.
We do not have much time. This one feels his spirit slipping away. The dark lich, Arum Kal, has awakened. He rises like foul smoke from beneath the ashen scar. Arum Kal, the ancient defiler, the dark adept, destroyer of the hidden moon. If he regains his full power, death and horror will scour all the sands of elsewhere. The orb, I tried to claim it for myself. It sent me to a realm of nightmares, where Arumkal's spirit reigns as king. He tore my soul to pieces, then used the remnants to awaken his body, and everything else in this cursed place. He... no more! Release me, please!
Azura have mercy on him. I'd say he learned his lesson. Well done. I had hoped to glean a bit more, but that name is enough. Arumkal the Dromathra. Arumkal the Moonslayer. Mages whisper his name as they do that of the Worm King Manimako. Oh, I thought him long gone. Seems I was wrong. Whatever wards the disciples of this temple put in place to keep Arumkal bound are failing, and it's unlikely we'll find the means to... We'll have to deal with this threat head-on. For that, I need your help. The Khajiit spirit called Arumkal the Dark Adept and the Ancient Defiler. Could Arumkal's fate and the fate of the Hidden Moon Adepts be intertwined? The former residents of the Hidden Moon Temple. They vanished centuries ago, but the ruins of their sanctuary remain. If they managed to seal a lich like Arumkal away, they clearly possess skills and techniques we can use. Yes, probably. Memories run deep in places like this, and where there are memories, there are spirits. Helpful ones, I hope. With any luck, one of them will answer our questions. Now, it's a long climb to the temple summit. Are you prepared? I'm going to take a moment to make sure we didn't miss anything here. I'll meet you at the temple summit soon, unless you needed something. Well, for starters, he's more than just a lich. He is also a Dromathra. Yes, sticks in the throat a bit, doesn't it? Dromathra means something like dark spirit in the Khajiit tongue, but I think that definition falls woefully short of describing them accurately. Something unique. Some mages believe they're Daedra who serve the Dark Prince Namira. Others contend that the Dromathra are just mortal Khajiit souls held in her thrall. Neither definition sounds right to me. There are things about Khajiit souls that even I, a master of soul conjuring, don't understand. For instance, yes, a tension between two opposing natures. Lichdom is a state of being, the most sophisticated form of undeath. While lesser necromancers busy themselves with other people's souls, liches turn inward, manipulating their own soul to gain power and extend their life. This is just academic curiosity, right? Because I can't overstate the risks. To become a lich, the necromancer must press their soul through an arcane vessel called a phylactery. This requires a lifetime of study, mind you, and fierce power of will. Souls contain tremendous power, but they place certain checks on mortal will. Divesting the two, soul and mortal form, removes these boundaries. The effect is a virtually limitless magical horizon. The process extracts a heavy toll, of course. Traveling through the phylactery can tear a lich's psyche apart, resulting in madness. Long separation from one's soul can lead to apathy and megalomania as well. In almost all cases, lichdom becomes a curse in very short order. A few. We should get back to the task at hand. I know little more than what I've already told you. I can guess its age from the state of the masonry and the religion. Well, modern Khajiit teachings claim a third moon appears in the sky to usher in the birth of a new Main, the spiritual leader of the Khajiit. Perhaps there was a time when it meant something. That would make sense. My lady carries a single moon in her right hand, and legends speak of her parting the Tamrielic moons, Massa and Secunda, with a whisper. Stands to reason that she might hold dominion over this third hidden moon too.
the city of Rachin's youth. It was there that he rose from nothing to the Cat King of Thieves. There are still secret places in Senchal that only this one knows.
Ah, you've arrived. I sense there's a great deal to uncover here. Some kind of Khajiit children's tale?
You know better than that, Witch of Azura.
Greetings, Spirit. We've come in good faith.
Very well. Who is this youth who travels with you, I wonder? Come, child. Let old Mazamiri have a look at you. Trespasser or pilgrim? Both, I think. But you walk this path aimlessly, child. I am Mazamiri, clan mother of the Hidden Moon. Why are you here, I wonder? Too late for that. Our rewards flicker and fade. My children all lie dead. No one and nothing remains to stop Aruncal. We failed. I failed. Even if a champion emerged to wield the Moonlight Blade, the hour is too late. Azura's Sword of the Faithful. Oof, you know nothing of our ways, child. Even so, I see strength in you, and great deeds in your wake. Read the stones that still stand here. We will see if your mind and spirit... How would you know what to ask? You know nothing. Just read the stones, child. The only people more impatient than the very young are the very old. And Mazamiri is very old indeed. Deeds now, questions later.
Well, we did come here for a history lesson. We'd best do what she says for now. Huh? Surely you've been in the adventuring business long enough to know that looks can be deceiving? I don't understand her precise nature. Not yet, anyway. But she's flush with spiritual power. Don't take her for granted. So, the adepts acted as soul shepherds, ushering true souls to paradise and bent souls to this great darkness. Quite a task. I see. The Hidden Moon Adepts practiced a form of necromancy here, pressing the souls of their corrupted kin into service so that they might be redeemed. Fascinating. The Adepts charged themselves with defending the liminal border between this world and oblivion, the lunar lattice, as they saw it. Gatekeepers of a sort. Intriguing.
Come now, Wanderer. If you are not afraid, I have more to show you. Do you see now, child? We servants of the Hidden Moon protected and guided the people's souls, both true souls and bent, guardians and redeemers. Now, all that remains of our order are old stones and old spirits. Spirits like me. Azura's twilight path, the path to love and redemption, is fraught with perils and temptations. I thought I prepared our adepts to face the darkness without falling to it. I failed. Arum Call is the result. How easy you make it sound. You may know that the dust storm will tear down your house, but knowledge alone will not beat back the wind. A wise corpse is no less dead. Come, Mazamiri will teach you one last lesson. Now for the story no teaching stone can tell. Arum Call served our order for many years as our greatest champion. But as his power grew, so did his pride. In time, he renounced his faith in Azura and turned to the dark path, the way of the Brahmatra. Many adepts fell under his sway, and the order collapsed into civil war. The battle sundered the temple and blighted the canyon below. He triumphed in the end, but Arum Call would not die. He fled, seeking refuge in one of his orbs. We locked the orbs away, but now our wards grow brittle, and Arum Call prepares to emerge once again. Only a warrior of the Hidden Moon can end this, and only with the powers of the Moonlight Blade. Make no mistake, child. Arum Call's power and hatred have only grown since we first locked him away. The remnants of our order spent their waning years looking for a way to destroy him permanently. We found one, but it carries great risk. It is more than a blade. It is a gateway, a path, a key, a sacred tool of our order, given to us by Azura herself. Perhaps you can bear this weapon's weight. Perhaps not. This calls for another test, Only a handful of adepts have ever held the Moonlight Blade, and each of them possessed a will of iron. I need to know your quality. I will conjure dark spirits in the next chamber. Banish them without falling yourself, and the blade is yours. I would worry if you didn't. Well, go on. Ask your questions, child. Only the very crude would call it necromancy. Yes, we reanimated the skeletons of fallen Khajiit, but always as a path to... Your hesitation, I would... Only the very crude would call it necromancy. Yes, we reanimated the skeletons of fallen Khajiit, but always as a path to redemption. The Dromathra who possessed those bones did so to earn their way back to paradise. By fighting for their true spirited kin, victory illuminated the soul and loosened Namira's hold on them. When the noise of the dark faded, even for an instant, they would remember who they were. Then we sent them home, to the cross. On the edge of eternity, Azura watches over the gates of the crossing behind the lunar lattice. It is a twilight realm where death's tide reaches the afterlife shore. Khajiit must pass through it before they reach what waits beyond. As I said before, it is a gift from our mother, Azura, and the greatest treasure of our order. Those who learn the Moonlight Blade's discipline can cut through the boundaries between worlds and usher souls from one realm to another. We did, but despite the sword's power, Arum Kal escaped to a place where we could not follow. The adepts who survived our war with the Lich made great sacrifices to further empower the blade. But by the time we were done, none remained to wield it. Yes, it is. He twisted our powers to create something profane. We must use our power. Only the very crude would... The Dromathra approach, child. Will you dance to the song of the dark? Or will you close your ears and fight? Well done. Come, the sword is just ahead. Behold, child, Chandori, guardian of the Moonlight Blade. Know that if you take the sword, you take an oath to destroy Arum Kal as well.
Azamiri. So, the fateful moment is upon us.
It is, Shando.
So, Mazamiri's champion arrives at last. Then the battle is upon us. Azura be praised. I am Shandori of the Hidden Moon. Together, we will destroy the dark spirit of Arum Kal. The Blade and I are one. Long ago, I turned away from the sands behind the stars, from paradise, and asked Azura to let me reside within this sword instead. Here, I will stay until Arum Kal has hissed his last. Patience. The Blade has rested here for too long. My connection to Azura and the Lunar Lattice feels faint, weak. We cannot face Arum Kal until we restore the sword to its former strength. We should seek out this swordmender as soon as possible. Arum Kal has spent centuries plotting this escape. If he regains his full strength, even the powers of the Moonlight Blade may fall short. An ancient gift from our patron Azura. We prayed over it under the lantern light of Joan and Jode for 6 months, before channeling my soul into it. The Blade will not fail us. You have my word. It exists here on Nirni, but not only here. I would say more, but simply describing the Blade's power does it no justice. Restore the sword, champion. By the grace of Azura, all will become clear soon. Dark Moons, has the faith truly withered that much? Azura is the mother of all Khajiit. She lifted us up. Yes, Azura. Speaking about oneself is an act of vanity. I prefer to... as you wish. In life, I serve the Order as a defender of the Lattice and steward of the Moonlight Blade. Any dark creature that crept into this world fell by my hand. Arum Kal fought at my side for many years, but I failed to see the dark in him. Missed, or chose not to see. Banishing spirits brought him too much joy. A hidden moon adept's true calling lies in charity, humility, forgiveness. Our dominion over Khajiiti souls made us guides and confessors. Violence was always a last resort. Arum Kal was my brother. I tried to... He would not see reason. He does not seek forgiveness or redemption. He thirsts for power and death, and must be destroyed. On this subject, yes, it does my heart good to see her again. She was my teacher, and after Arum Kal betrayed us, she became a dear. Mazamiri swore to safeguard the Blade and the Temple for as long as necessary. As always, she was true to her word. We should...
Brave Shandori will guide you now, child. But do not fear. Old Mazamiri will be watching.
Oh, welcome back.
A witch of Azura? You bring worthy allies to this battle, sword wielder.
And you've made a new friend, I see. Excellent. I didn't gather up any ancient spirits like you, but I did make a vital discovery. In studying the phylactery you destroyed, I identified 3 more orbs in the temple catacombs, making them a priority. The Moonlight Blade, eh? And I assume this spirit bound himself to the sword somehow. Fascinating. With this blade and a wise spirit guiding us, we finally have a real chance at defeating Arumkal. Well done, my friend. Azura's will resonates within that Moonlight Blade, but it's so faint, like a voice at the far end of a darkened hallway, or the other side of a stone door. That's it! This sword, Arumkal's phylacteries, they're not vessels, they're gateways. I told you before, Arumkal's phylactery felt different somehow, cavernous. Now I see it wasn't a vessel. It was a gate to another realm, a realm of horror that he controls. This Moonlight Blade serves as a gate too, a door to the afterlife. Something about the enchantment. It's purposeful. Its strength seems tied to your new friend's will to serve. Fighting the undead with a sword near to hand might be enough to restore it. We'll need it fully charged to defeat Arumkal. The undead outside should provide the power you need. If you strike them down, I'm confident the sword and the spirit within will do the rest. You should share this with Chandori, was it? The world you see is just a small fraction. A good question. The Moonlight Blade clearly ushers Khajiiti's souls from one fate to another. The great darkness of Namira or Khajiit. The Riddlethar cult would have them believe that Kenafi, the wind god, whisks their souls away to sands behind the stars. A sugary paradise. Oh, I have my doubts. The Hidden Moon adepts revere Azura. I suspect somewhere else entirely. If my suspicions, I can't be sure. But the theory seems sound. Comfortable. No, of course not. But life is full of little concessions. By all accounts, I really can't be sure. If his hatred of Azura runs as deep as Mazamiri thinks, he might rain down miseries upon her followers, or seek to collapse her lunar life.
So, Arumkal's orbs lead to a shadow realm of some kind. Moon's mercy. Is he so desperate to be free of Azura? To be free of us? That he would cast himself into a prison of his own making? Enough of that. In that case, it will soon sing with Moonlight. Azura gave us this weapon to drive bent spirits back into oblivion. I'm eager to do her good work again. So is the Moonlight Blade. Yes, Swordfielder. And may Azura... The ancient texts tell us that when the great well of Khajiiti's, we will destroy it utterly. A darkness like Arumkal's cannot be cast out. Moonlight Blade sings the Hidden Moon song again. Take it to Azura's gate. We will speak further.
We may have a problem. This gate won't budge. Speak to Chandori, would you?
Azura's gate. I had almost forgotten its beauty. No door bearing Azura's likeness is locked to the wielder of the Moonlight Blade. Once we enter the temple, we must look for Arumkal's orbs. To destroy them, we must first defeat their protectors, Shades of Arumkal. That time, they will try to flee back into the orb. But I will dance across the breach and destroy them on the other side before they escape. Without the shade to protect them, the orbs will shatter, and those doors to Arumkal's realm. The power of the Moonlight Blade should dissolve the wards and allow us to enter the temple. Harness that power. Slivers of Arumkal's soul. Fragments of the only loose fragments. Witch of Azura, where will we find the Dark Adept's orbs?
His corrupt stench billows out of the northern vault, but darkness gathers to the east and west, too.
Then we strike east and west. Destroying those orbs should weaken Arumkal before our final attack.
I can't risk approaching him while he remains at full strength. I'll do what I can from here. Azura guide you, my friends.
Let's go find a problem to solve, and maybe get paid for it. What's on your mind? No remorse!
Azura, your soul belongs to the Order. Fools! Servants of a false queen! You will scream for mercy when I...
Quiet now. Time to serve your penance.
Did you need something? The day is ours!
Approach!
did you?
Through faith and loyalty, brother.
Let's go find someone to help.
Well done. Destroying the orbs diminished Arumkal's power, but I don't know for how long. You have to strike now.
Teach you to feel the dark! You always did underestimate me, Shadow.
Destroying me will not save you, brother. Another wields the Moonlight Blade.
And they will share your fate soon enough!
I arrived too late, damn! The veil is paper thin near the orb, friend. Use the Moonlight Blade. It might allow you to widen the breach. You can still catch him if you act quickly.
Azura, upon all the spirits of my fallen kin, I pray, lend me strength. You followed? Azura be praised. My failure may not doom us after all. I hesitated, Sword Wielder. Despite all the years, all the sorrows, I still thought I could save him. Now, he prepares to reconstitute himself, to escape once again. He is. I know he is. But, Moons, forgive me. I have such doubts. How could any Khajiit abandon Azura completely? Especially a Khajiit as great as Arumkal. No. I cannot afford such thoughts. Not anymore. Good. Bring this tale to an end, my friend. Tighten your jaws, harden your heart, and strike true. You will defeat him. I know this, because despite his strength, your will is stronger. Trust in Azura, and in yourself. Moons guide you, Sword Wielder. Moons guide.
Makes me here. Come in and join Shadow in the void.
Well done, sword wielder. Come, we have little time. There, a portal.
We haven't much time. Reach for me!
Do not worry for me, friend. Go. Destroying Arum Kal's dark spirit destabilized this realm. You must go, sword wielder, before it collapses. Do not worry for Shandori. Thanks to you, my vow to destroy the Dark Adept is fulfilled. I do not know. Arum Kal dealt my soul a terrible blow. What remains may simply disappear when the realm dissolves. I cannot be sure. What matters is that we destroyed the Dark Lich's blight and redeemed the Order of the Hidden Moon. No, I lack the strength to take hold of the Moonlight Blade as I did before. If Azura still has use for me, she may pluck me from this place. If not, then this is farewell. Strong will, sword wielder. You may not be a child of the Jakajay, but you fight like it. You wrestle fate with sharp claws and hissing words, just as we do. Now, go, my friend, and walk Azura's path.
There, they emerge.
No, I lost Shandori. I am sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. I trained Shando to face the dark. He will find his way. I am certain of it.
You returned victorious. What a relief. From this side of the portal, I could only see white flames slashing through the shadows. Even so, I'm confident you sundered Arum Kal's spirit. I am sorry about Shandori. I just couldn't reach far enough. There may be one way, though it's not without risk. Arum Kal's realm is one of absolute darkness. If I reach out for sparks of light, I may be able to gather enough to reconstitute Shandori's soul. Your friend's soul is so thoroughly shattered, I can't be sure that what I'm gathering is actually Shandori. Any sliver of spirit that's free of Arum Kal's corruption will come through as well. Summoning unknown spirits is not always wise. Of course I am. When I give you the signal, hold the Moonlight Blade aloft. I'll draw the spiritual fragments through the sword, then send them on to realms beyond. Be ready to act if something other than Shando appears, all right? Stand in the ritual circle and raise the Moonlight Blade. I will do the rest. Awesome. Light come forth. Cast off your shadows and heed my call.
Shandori is whole. Azura shows me mercy.
Shando, is that you?
Yes, brother. It's time to go home.
It's so dark. I can't.
Come. I will show you the way.
So, Arum Kal wasn't beyond redemption after all. That's heartening. If a creature like the Dark Adept can rediscover the light, perhaps other lost souls can do the same. I think I'll stay here a while. The Adepts of the Hidden Moon still have a great deal to teach us, it seems. As for you, the Moonlight Blade remains in your care. Wield it justly, and never forget what we accomplished here. Azura guide you, friend. We may have sundered and redeemed Arumkol, but his thralls remain. Ushering those spirits back to oblivion will keep me busy for some time. As for you, you have Azura's eye now. She'll guide you to glory. You need only listen. It appears so, with our help, of course. You should be very proud, my friend. Bringing a person so thoroughly corrupted back to the light is practically unheard of. My conjuring ritual drew every speck of light from Arumkal's realm of darkness. It appears that beneath all that evil, some kernel of Arumkal's better nature remained intact. A discovery as startling as it is uplifting. On to the next life, I suppose. Perhaps to my lady, Azura herself. Wherever they go together, and that is an encouraging thought. Well done, my friend.
You wield our most sacred weapon now, my child. Walk the path with kindness, humility, and compassion. But in times of darkness, do not hesitate.
everything you've got.
Feel the fate of Lorca.
Buying and selling. I have many fine goods. Quality wares. Buying and selling.
Quality wares.
What an honor.
Rested and ready for anything.
They say Molar Grunder guarded the gatehouse on the chasm. I didn't see that, nor did I want to.
story. Funny that.
The Crowborn horror. Do not delay. They are You don't know.